Hi everyone, it's Holly with Reiki Light Blessings. I hope you are surviving the cold. It has been colder in Colorado than it normally is. We are not used to that at all. So we are ready for some warmer weather, and I hope you all are staying safe and warm as well. I have a message today that really, really wants to come out. It is a message that is very, very vulnerable for me to share, but I also feel like it's a message that needs to be shared. A lot of times we do struggle with self-doubt, and self-doubt can look like, I don't like my teeth. Why are my feet this way? Am I big boned? Am I small boned? Am I too short? Am I too tall? I feel ugly. Why is my hair like this? Am I smart enough? Do people think I'm smart? There are a lot of ways that self-doubt creeps in. So I want to discuss this on a very deep level. Something happened with me that was a light bulb, and it felt really good. It was a good question that popped up. This question was, where are these words coming from? Are they my words, or were they from someone else? Were they from somewhere else? It made me stop and it made me pause. And I realized that they really weren't my words. They were someone else's words that became mine. So what I'm going to talk about today, it is not about pushing blame on others. It's not about shaming or guilting. This is about discovery. It's really about discovery. So I will share my vulnerability with you and some things that have happened in my life and some words that have come up that really I realized went deep into my heart. So a few years ago, this would be about 8 years ago, I had a very close friend of mine that I absolutely adored. We did a lot of things together. Well, I overheard her telling some friends at a party that I was ugly. That when you first meet me, I just am ugly. And then once you get to know me, I become prettier and prettier and prettier, and she just loves me. I overheard this conversation. It was not a conversation that was meant for me to hear, but I did, and I knew it was about me. And there was a little bit of discussion about it. But I will say it did sink deep, and it made me question myself. It made me question, do people think I'm ugly when they look at me? Then, on top of that, I found myself validating that new belief inside of me. The validation came in, oh, do you remember that time when this person said I was ugly? Do you remember that time when many people can't look me in the eye? Is that why they can't look me in the eye? They can't make eye contact with me because they think I'm ugly? All of these things have creeped in, and I found myself validating it. So, a few things that I want to discuss with you. It can be, one thing that came up with me is, what did I age? Because I'm older now, is that why I'm ugly to people? And then all of these things started popping up, and I remember when I had gained weight in college and people thought I was fat. And all of these things sunk deep into my heart. So, first of all, what I did with myself is I wanted to say, I acknowledge this. I'm not going to push this away and say, I don't feel that way. That's not true. But yet these thoughts would creep in, these feelings would creep in, these insecurities would creep in. And yes, that is a part of me. It is a journey. It is a journey I'm on. It's something that I think most people have experienced in their lives and still experience is self-doubt. Why do we pick ourselves apart? So I had to really analyze this. Were these my words? Where did this originate from? Was it from someone else? So it could be my perception of what someone was trying to say. I've had people say, "Oh, your voice sounds like Velma from Scooby-Doo," which was said in fun, but it did sink in to say, "Oh, is my voice funny? Does it sound funny to people?" You question yourself. This is about a journey into self-love. That's where I want to lead you with this. We all, most of us at times experience self-doubt, and it creeps in, and it can be on repetition in certain circumstances. I will say that this came up for me most recently because I am sharing, I recorded meditations for a podcast. So I found myself saying, does my voice sound okay? Is it okay when I breathe? I had to send in pictures for the podcast. I thought, are these pictures okay? Are people going to think I'm ugly and not want to listen? All of these things creeped in, and this was recently, this past week. And it really made me want to go on discovery. Where does this come from? Where does this come from? I will say I do feel like I have a good connection with my body. I feel thankful for that. And some things that help me to have that connection with my body is I would run, or you could be walking, or any type of exercise. And I would say, thank you, body. Thank you for this movement. Thank you for me allowing to move my body this way. Thank you, heart. Thank you for beating. Thank you, lungs, for pushing the breath in to allow me to breathe, to do this exercise. I would say these things to myself. And once I did that, I actually felt a push of energy just kind of go up my body, and it felt really, really good. So I was able to kind of continue these things, and I still do. So if you want a better connection with your body, it doesn't matter if you feel ugly, if you don't like your feet, you don't like your teeth, you want bigger arms, or you want smaller arms. It doesn't matter what it is. What I'd like you to do is start by saying, I send love. You don't have to say I love. I send love to my body. I send love to my arms. I send love to my legs. I send love to my persona. The other thing about self-doubt that creeps in is approval from others. I will say, I like to be liked. I like it when people like my videos. I like it when people seek me out to talk to me. I like to be liked. That's something that I don't necessarily want to change. I think it's okay to have that feeling, the feeling of this feels good. Where the issue comes in for me is if I am placing more importance and priority on what others think over what I think and feel. So, for instance, this video, I may forget to say things. Others may not resonate with it, but this feels good to me. And that's what I want to lead with this. I want to lead in a place of love, in a place of self-love. That this feels good, so I'm going to share. And it's okay that we have different likes. That's actually a really good thing. It's a great thing to have all these different tastes out in the world. It brings more exposure, more culture, more diversity into our world. We are not going to like the same things, and that's good. So just recognizing that you want to come from self-doubt into a journey of deep self-love. How do we do this? How do we come into self-love? It is by first awareness of what's going through our mind, awareness of our feelings. It's that questioning, where is this coming from? Then it's doing these little things that increases that depth of self-love. Taking that pause for yourself, taking and doing things that inspire and fill you, that's a form of self-love. Saying words, I send love to myself. When you come from I send love, you can then move up to I love. I love my body. I'm thankful for my body. I'm thankful for my ideas. I'm thankful for my personality. The personality that wants stability and doesn't like change. That personality that gets things done. That personality that does have fear to speak out and be vulnerable, but does it anyway. That place of self-love and acceptance and awareness. It's writing little notes to yourself saying, I love you. You are wise. And coming into I am, right? I am wise. I am love. I shine. I shine. Coming into self-love and checking in. Do I care more about how many likes I'm getting versus the feeling of sharing a message? Do I care about what someone else thinks of the coat I'm wearing versus the comfort that I'm feeling and the warmth I'm feeling in it? Come from a place of self-love first. I just want to say, you are not alone. I think self-doubt and a journey into a deep self-love is something that most of us will all experience. It is a journey. It's not a finish line, which I've been told many times with different things. It is not perfection. This isn't about being perfect. This is about accepting. This is about questioning. This is about discovery. This is about a really beautiful journey that each of us is on, to know that you are worthy, that you are beautiful just as you are. Just as you are. That is my message for today. I hope this inspires some people, and I just want to tell you all that I love you, and I want all of you to shine your beautiful lights and come to a deep, deep, deep sense of self-love. Stay warm. We're almost to spring. It's almost here. I love you all. Bye.